Hey, it's here in the pop culture news for Gary K, Mr. MannyTendoWolverine. Guys, the wrestling intros on George's channel. On my Twitter, Instagram, of course, BShoot Brady, and all these other places, Odyssey, Rumble, etc., etc., etc. Odyssey, again, like I said, mine, just in case anything happens to channel get shut down, Terminator, Shadowban. Anyways, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about video game industries anymore, but this one is a little bit for me, personally. I feel it was extremely important to talk about because I'm not sure this went viral or not, but this is some pretty wild ass news to me, personally. I guess it's like a fake version of Twitch plays Pokemon or Pokemon Go, but it says something about Fish plays Pokemon. It says buys from Nintendo using their own owner's credit cards. Comes from Critzel Bates, so I got a credit card to do. And I'm not really going to talk about the politics side of this, but I heard about the stuff about the dude Alec Baldwin from like 2.5 years ago when he unfortunately had the other person passed away and they died from unfortunate fatal wounds. That fucking happened, unfortunately. It's a load of garbage there, but that motherfucker, in my personal opinion, he's gonna be screwed big time if he does get 5 years in prison, which I doubt it. The dude's like 60, 70 years old, so old enough to be my grandpa almost. So yeah, let's get into this thing real quick. It's from Games Deputy. I know, like I said before, I wasn't gonna talk about video game industry news, but I think this one kind of mini viral in a way because it came out like 4 days ago. So, but this one was earlier yesterday, so it's earlier today. So it's about YouTuber Metimaru. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Metikimaru, I think it's Metikimaru. His fishes were only meant to play Pokemon. But I still want to talk about it because it's still near and dear to the franchise in my heart, so I'm still going to bring it back for a little bit. So it may only be Monday. We should already have the strangest story of the week for you. Japanese YouTuber Mute Kimaru is famous for his live streams, which he lets his fish play Pokemon. I didn't even know that was a thing. Because the little aquarium dwellers have already been able to play in total through 6 Pokemon games in the past and immortalize themselves in the Town Hall of Fame, but apparently the fish are too smart for their owners' well-being because they now publish credit card information on the internet and when shopping. Nintendo eShop, bro, you kidding me with that, man? That is fucking crazy, man. There's no way that's real. I don't know if that's fake BS news, it's legit, but I remember like about 4 years ago, it was 2019, 2020, it was an older article, news article, and I heard it from 2 other sources, one from like, I forget who the fuck it was, I think it was Smallwood that talked about it a while ago, and then there's another one my boy KJ talked about a little bit, and then gets more alternative media, like truth or alternative media news shit. Anyways, yeah, I remember one of them was playing Pokemon Go for a little while. I think it was old school Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire from a while ago, or I think it was Pokemon Go, one of those two, and I ended up beating a world record on that too, so there's that, so let's move on. It says, Yukimaru uses a homemade style system that allows his fish to control the Nintendo Switch. To do this, he divided his aquarium into different sections of corresponding to the buttons. The Nintendo Switch controller camera tracks the movement of the fish as they move through the different areas of the tank. The fish swims about an area of A button. Press the A button is now triggered. After his oh wow, Siamese fighting fish wow. Spent more than 20,000 hours in various Pokemon games without any problem. A small accident occurred during his current Pokemon Violet livestream. Now, so he's playing Scarlet Violet once first. You can see the whole situation for the first 40 seconds of the following video. Links to the box when look at it. At this point, you'll find the external content that YouTube complements this article. You can show it and hide it with one click. I consent for the YouTuber content being displayed to me. Personal data can be transmitted to third-party platforms. Doing more about privacy policy. After the game crashed, the fish ended up in the Nintendo Switch home menu, which caused an instant chaos. First, they charged the username Mute to the Wah-Wah-Wahs. I don't even know that's a real thing. And then they straight up into the eShop. And they were not only published to the owner's credit card due to the details on the live stream, but also brought the shop credits. And they bought the shop credit worth 500 yen, equivalent to 3.5 euros, I guess it's 500 bucks, I don't know, in American dollars, for pushing the Switch in a sleep mode. By the way, Mute Kimaru is not the only YouTuber that has fallen for this. Has full confidence in his fish. The hobbyist Michael Reeves had his fish trade shares out on stock exchange almost a year ago. Oh, this is a little mini trend that was going on for YouTube for a little bit right now. But anyways, also goes on to say, hopefully there's more on the subject here. It says, YouTuber builds crazy learning box machine that's teaches a YouTuber recently made headlines again by inventing ridiculous machine, training his boxing skills. I didn't even know it was a thing. Resulting in the chaos for a greater Mute Kimaru's Pokemon fish. There's probably more to this, but yeah, links to Twitter box. I want to read the rest. So, yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. It's just really mind blowing as shit, and I'm not surprised because it's happened before. Honestly, it's nothing new. Yeah, this is nothing new because it's happened before. Like I said, like I don't know how you're gonna get your fish to like show your ID information, your credit and debit card, shit like that. That's extremely fucking idiotic and stupid as hell for this motherfucker to do that. But you know, stranger things happen in this world in this lifetime. This shit I've seen almost 34 years of my life. It's insanity. Something's crazy, something's good. This is what it fucking is. Like, he probably would have got doxxed if he would have had that thing showed up on his site. Some people probably clicked and screenshot it, but he probably changed his credit or debit card number real fast by the time that shit happened or he got any more money stolen from him. He was showing us on Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, but let's go on to the next thing. I know I'm not going to get into the political side of this horse because it gets a little bit crazier, but I'm just going to play some music here. I think this goes with crazy, chaotic freaking energy that I'm seeing this thing. I'm not going to talk about the Trump Jr. dude, Donald Trump Jr. is like talking about crap about Alec Baldwin. He's going to get 5 years in prison, but I'm just going to talk about half of this article. It's extremely long as heck. I'm going to skip search for some of these parts because I started getting all politic garbage. He has Trump's eldest son brought up to the. It's from Newsweek. I don't know who wrote it. He also goes on to say, eldest son brought up another adversary for his family on addressing Baldwin's and legal troubles on Twitter. Nearly Alec Baldwin be lucky enough to share with his cells with Michael Evanades. Yeah, and this gets all this politics stuff. I'm not talking about that. There was another one here that has no politics and all. It's about Fortune, that girl that passed away, and unfortunately not with us anymore for 2 years already. The Elena Hutchins one that got killed. You guys can leave now. I'm not talking about gaming industry stuff now. I'm just talking about this other stuff. Lame stream idiot shit, but I thought it was fascinating. Yeah, so yeah, there's American Noise. Okay, I'm not reading them a lot. This is in July, and this is the first time I'm reading this, so I didn't read this before I started the video. So it goes on to say July 2021, he was sentenced to 30 months in prison after being found guilty and tempted to extortion on Nike. The following June, he was sentenced to 4 years, serving his prison. Oh yeah, for an adult film star tricks. I remember that. He's also given a 14-year sentence and pleading guilty to wire fraud and obstruction of justice against the IRS. This is another one, the Alec Baldwin thing. And I never really gave a shit about most of his movies. They're kind of like garbage most of the time, anyways. There's made like 2 of them at the most that he was good in my personal opinion. That's old enough to my grandpa, but that motherfucker screwed up way bad. I'm not gonna get into the whole left-right fake bullshit, mainstream media politics, because most is all controlled opposition, social engineering. You know, I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on because most of the world's controlled by my personal opinion, smart people. It's not because it's the aliens and the fucking shape-shifting shit like that. Nah, it's way fucking deeper than that. My personal opinion. I'm not gonna talk about that because I don't want my channel to get shut down. But let's move on. It says a military lap thing of a 4th-degree felon in New Mexico is convicted. Each carries out maximum sentence of 18 months in jail and $5,000 in fines. Damn. The actor is also a producer on the film, maintains that he is not responsible for the unfortunate bang bangs, and the prop weapon should not have been loaded with real bullets. His lawyer says Luke Nielsen calls the charges a terrible miscarriage of justice, and that they said they will fight the charges. Most of it's a fucking stage. I know the world's a stage. People don't believe any of this shit that you say. Let's move on. Salando told Newsweek that generally the prosecutors do not file charges, especially in a high-profile case that they believe that they have enough evidence to contain a conviction. It says, quote, in order to avoid this outcome, Baldwin's defense team will need more demonstrating that either the death will result some of the other parties' negligence and or the Baldwin's level of care was at all times responsible under the circumstances, i.e. not negligent. And then there's even lawyers on YouTube that talk about this stuff. They're way, way more highly educated than I should have, because I'm definitely not any of that stuff, because I don't like lying for fucking making a living. That's fucked up. Whatever. So it says, after Trump Jr. tweeted and has taken a situation, many of his followers weighed in to criticize Baldwin too. Radio host Mike North said he was in charge, pointed the bang bang, and pulled up the the silly litter, let's say call litter, in separate tweets, or continue to say Baldwin 107,000 plus followers. Other than Twitter users piling up on Trump Jr., he suggests that his dad should be the one in jail, as his quote. And with their daddy, Westworld, Gregory Zarazin replied to Trump Jr. says, P.S. Someone died in an accident, so bang bang, unfortunately. Unfortunate tragic situation, yada yada. I'm gonna talk about the husband and child why you vile things. Whoa! He had no spat with that motherfucker. Damn. This is Beller Sally with your dad and actor Donnie Kishore, hopefully I'm saying that right. Kenchwar says both men responsible for the death of Americans. And then it gets all this fucking political bullshit. Some Twitter users said shorter clips like, oh, your father and your dad, or you. Update 120, da da da. Article was updated by Frank Salonzo. I guess it's the one that made it. Yeah, so our overall thoughts and opinions. And whatever happens to them doesn't matter. Dude's a millionaire, dude. Like, he's probably gonna get away with it. At the most, he's probably gonna get 2 weeks, maybe 5-6 months at the most. If he does want to go into prison, it's probably gonna be a private area somewhere. It might not even be the US. It might be Canada somewhere, Europe. It's gonna be a lot more fancier, nicer, polished, sweet prisons. Have any people ever seen those ending movies, like the old mafia boss movies? Like, I think after The Godfather 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know if it was that one, the casino movies. Like, they end up being in a nice, fancy, sophisticated place, and they could leave the prison in and out whenever they feel like it to do, like, food and groceries, or they just want to do, like, shopping and go out to the movies and kick it with their friends and shit like that. Or have a bottle of champagne and do celebration, whatever. That's probably what the treatment Alec Baldwin will probably get if it ends up being Raymond Granny. Yeah, that was just fictional fantasy of the movies of what this Italian mafia people were back in the day in the 60s, 70s era. But it is what it is, and I really don't give a shit what happened to this fool. This guy, I'm not even saying I'm supporting Trump either, because I'm supporting all these people. These people have whole $1 billion ivory towers, man. Plus, I don't probably connect with that dude Epstein anyways. A lot of them, they do a lot of evil, fucked up, satanic shit. So, in my personal opinion, a lot of them probably get on a burning hell at the end of this lifetime. I don't feel no sympathy for these motherfuckers, even half the actors. When I woke up years ago, half of my found out they sold out of the shoulder to Lucifer Devil Satan, and I lost a lot of respect for that. It's probably a good handful or small, like, groups of people that probably didn't do it. Hopefully it wasn't fools like I like Keanu Reeves or any of these other dudes, like, really, really cool, like Jason Statham did, like, his action adventure Hollywood movies. It sucks that they did, because it's a little soul crushing, but it is what it is. That's all I can say for No Matter. The dude could rot in jail for all I give a shit. Fuck him. I mean, he was never really that cool anyways. So Alec Baldwin is going to be screwed in the ass. He might be, don't be dropping the soap while you're in it, though. I'm just saying. You're way older than me, as old as my grandpa, so you should know better. But that's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen. Those are families. It's always the topics and commodities. I'll soon I see you. Oh yeah, no girl got this Twitter spot, bit bullshit either. You guys have a good day, have a good night, wherever universe out there says you can share good week. Anime manga news, for Tuesday drama news, Elon Musk news, and tomorrow reaction review segment videos, and of course, random viral video news like this. And that's it. Take it easy, peace on the soccer, as you might see the type. We'll take the jab or the poke or any of the creepy, scary poison gel that's out there. Later.